Do I move my body?
Oh, Lord, welcome to the channel. This is A's Reaction. Lord, Lord, Lord. This is Deanna. Well, Aunt D is what she go by here on YouTube and TikTok. She has two autistic daughters. I did not know both of her autistic daughters was in their 30s, but this is one of them. Well, I believe one of them is in their late 20s, and the other one, I think she's the oldest, and she's in her 30s or whatever. But this is one of her autistic daughters. And I had to do some commentary on this video because I found this video to be funny. I mean, Aunt D is funny. For the most part, she has a very, larger than life type of personality. I mean, everywhere she's go, you can hear that loud ass voice, hey, help a Lord, and and shit like that. And, I mean, she in good shape is what she would say, but this is her autistic daughter. This is a video of basically, they playing Genuine song Pony in the background. And so Shay is basically telling her, like, you don't know what you're doing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. While she proceeds to, do this little dancey dance, whatever she got going on. You know what I'm saying? This shit is just funny. Let me play this video.
Which way I go? Tell me which way I go.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
You ain't doing
Which
nothing?
way? Yeah, my body. Hold on there. Ride it. Come on, how I go down to the ground?
Nah, Aunt D ain't shit. Aunt D ain't shit. Like, you for her, this is entertainment, but for Shay, this is like serious shit. You know what I mean? Apparently, Shay have these little imaginary boyfriends or whatever. She be on her phone doing a lot of little sneaky stuff that Aunt D don't know about because she goes in her room and she's, my boyfriend, and my panties wet, she say a lot of shit, and it has something to do with whatever she looking at on that phone. So I think I think Aunt D need to go check that phone, because yeah, Shay wants a man. And a lot of people, forget that, like I find this video kind of funny. I find it really, hilarious. But, some people I've seen in the comments, you was trying to pick a bone, but I think people fail to realize that this is a grown woman right here. Shay is in her 30s. So, I mean, this right here, I don't find it distasteful. I mean, I find it really hilarious. And the fact that Aunt D find it hilarious and Shay serious is just a concoction of bullshit.
Do I take the body all the way down to the ground and do it? Show me how I squat there when I ride the pony. Ooh. Come on now.
She's serious like a motherfucker.
Let's go all the way down to the ground with it. Come on. Ooh. Let's take the pony down to the ground. Go down some shape. Ooh, yeah, here we go.
My thing is, seriously, do anybody feel like she's exploiting her daughter doing this? Because it's in the comment section, I see something about, you shouldn't put her out here like this. For the most part, she got love on the video. But, I mean, I've seen a few, apples out of the bunch that was like, they don't agree with this, But what do you think? I mean, is this exploitation? Because Shay's serious. I believe she's serious most of the time. So, and Aunt D loves to joke. But, I mean, how do you feel about this? I don't necessarily look at it in that kind of deep manner. But, it is what it is. Everybody entitled to their opinion.
Come on, the pony. But go down to the ground with it. Squat all the way down. Go down. Go down. Ooh, there you go. Jump on it. Hey, you hit the butt back there too. Yeah. But go down to the ground with it.
Aunt D know how to get these views, though. She used her daughter to get these views. And I don't feel like she mean no harm. Aunt D seemed like a good person. I mean, for her to be still taking care of her grown daughters at this age and them having autism and then Shay having these, spells, and one minute she's sweet singing and next minute she going off and my man, my boyfriend, all that crazy ass shit. So she definitely has a lot of patience. A lot of patience that I know I probably wouldn't be blessed with. But, she has a lot of patience. She loves her daughters and I don't feel like she mean no harm. I feel like she got a loud ass mouth sometimes and she just kind of annoys them or at least annoy her, yeah. But for the most part, she don't mean no harm. But,
Help it out. Woo. My pony. Come on, Shay. Help it out.
Ooh, Lord, just standing there dancing, just standing there looking like a poop emoji, just dancing back and forth, this stiff little dance. But, and Aunt D she just eating it up.
Ride it. Help it out. Her salad riding. How long ago, Shay?
2 days. It's a honeymoon, my boyfriend.
2 days with the ride.
This is my boyfriend, my honeymoon.
Help it.
Oh, Lord, there you go. My boyfriend. She she got this thing with her boyfriend, these little imaginary boyfriends. She see boyfriends on the TV, on TV shows or whatever, and she makes up all these boyfriends in her head. But yeah, Shay wants a man, Shay may be autistic, but she has a lot of sense, she has a lot of sense in a lot of ways, and she knows what she wants. She's in her 30s, she want a man, Shay wants a touch. She want to be touched too. Just because you got autism or whatever you dealing with, that don't mean you don't want the same thing everybody else wants. She want a man, she want to be touched and loved on and shit. She want her man, so That's just what it's given, you know. But that's the end of this reaction. Lord. Catch me in another video. This is A's reaction. Hey.
Oh, y'all